if I can introduce Ben Hughes from LiveFree Adventures, Nia Jones-Parfitt from DP Law now, Ffos, Dafydd Richards from Barty Power, and last but not least is a person I worked with 11 years ago in Monte Carlo, who just walked through the door. Karen Gibbard, who from Menopause Consulting, a new business. So, I'm Dave Timbrell-Hill from the Chamber of Trade and Commerce, and I'm going to put my glasses on now so I can read what I'm going to say. So we're going to do a bit of a business panel, and the theme is spot on for today. It's working together. So I'll be asking each business to talk about what they do and how they make connections that help their business thrive. But I want to start talking about Llanelli Chamber of Trade and Commerce. For those who don't know, we're a voluntary, apolitical group of businesses. We come together for mutual support, but to make our business heard. We've been going for 180 years this year, which is the oldest business membership body of its type in Wales. As you might imagine, over that period, things have changed somewhat. So once driven by tinplate companies, shipping owners, miners, bank managers, and store owners, our membership is now more graphic designers, social media and technology companies, hospitality businesses. But the need for businesses to connect is greater than ever before. Many of these are small businesses without the support of large organizations. And we try and make connection easy. So connection is about tackling problems, finding and sharing opportunities, and just having others around you. And that's what we like to do. But coming together as a business community gives us more authority to engage with stakeholders. Linda's already talked about sort of partnership working, and the Chamber, as a business voice in town, sits with the council on a town centre task force. As we Pride in Place programme coming up, which we're involved in, and businesses can do that if they work together. We can be seen as a stakeholder group as part of a thriving civic society. So we've changed a bit as a chamber. As I said, our membership has changed. We're now looking across South East Carmarthenshire. It's not just about the town centre. We're also open to national organisations with a footprint in Llanelli. So representatives can be part of the chamber here. We've introduced third sector businesses. Some of our larger organisations are actually third sector organisations in the town, and they need connection perhaps more than most. So they're welcome to join the chamber. So what do? We meet monthly, something called Llanelli Business Future, where we come together, hear a good speaker, share some opportunities, often visit business ventures. I was sort of sorry to follow on after Neil's remarkable story. The chamber visited him a couple of months back. So have a look at what we do. Llanelli.business is our website. We also run a Llanelli events Facebook page and a couple of other channels. We're very welcome to guest businesses as well as membership. And for what I'm talking about Llanelli, let's talk about Carmarthen. Carmarthen also has a Chamber of Trade. And I believe Ammanford might be thinking of something similar. So look at your local business community. My own business, before I hand over to my panel, Beer Park in Davern, so Wales's largest beer shop and bar. From my experience, it's my first business in Llanelli, although I lived here for 30 years. As all of a sudden, I was finding through business networking businesses that could really support the creation of a new business. And now I found that beer brings people together. So if you sit in Beer Park, you never know who's going to walk through the door. In fact, most of these people have walked through the door over recent years. So what I'm going to do, I'll take a turn. The mics are back and forth. I'll ask each of the businesses to sort of say what they do and talk about connections and how working together has really helped. So, Ben, do you want to kick off?
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ben Hughes. I'm the founder of LiveFree Adventures, Hiatus Coffee and Sauna Accoyd. Collectively, The three businesses form a multi-award-winning visitor destination, combining outdoor adventure, wellness, and hospitality, with one simple aim: giving people another reason to get outside. Over the past few years, we've grown from a small outdoor activity business into a registered visitors attraction. We're proud to be a Paddle Cymru delivery partner, and we've recently achieved our ISLA licence. We've won a National British Canoeing Award, and just last Friday, we were the winners of the Tourism and Hospitality Business of the Year Award. But the reason... Hey, thank you very much. But the reason I'm here today is none of those achievements have happened because we've worked in isolation. If you'd asked me what has had the biggest impact on our business, my answer wouldn't be paddleboarding, coffee, marketing, or even my famous circus skills. It'd be the people. Joining the Llanelli Chamber of Trade and Commerce has introduced us to businesses, organisations, and opportunities that we'd never have discovered on our own, especially through the likes of Dave, if I'm really honest. It's shown me one introduction can lead to another, and that one conversation can open the door that you didn't even know existed. Our relationship, for instance, with Paddle Cymru has helped us raise our standards and credibility. Working with Discover Carmarthenshire has helped us become a registered visitors attraction. Working with local authorities has helped us develop Swiss Valley into what it has become, and achieving our ISLA licence now allows us to work with even more schools and young people. None of these milestones would have started without a relationship. One thing that I often think we forget as business owners is that another business owner isn't just a competitor. They might become your supplier, your customer, your partner, or even your biggest advocate. That's particularly true in the tourism game. When someone travels to Swiss Valley, they don't just spend money with us. They buy fuel locally, visit other attractions, eat in local cafes and restaurants, stay overnight, and visit some of Carmarthenshire's other tourist attractions. Recently, we've welcomed visitors from places like Liverpool and Devon, specifically because of what we've built at Swiss Valley. And that doesn't stop there. The money spreads across the local economy. That's why I think organisations like the Chamber of Commerce are so important. They don't just connect businesses with other businesses, they connect ideas, opportunities, and people, all whom want to see Carmarthenshire succeed. I'll leave you with one final thought. The biggest opportunities I've had in business haven't come from sitting behind a desk or walking a tightrope. They've come from conversations. So if everybody leaves here today having met just one person, having had one good conversation or made one useful connection, today's been worthwhile. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Ben. So head up to Swiss Valley, see what's up. It's fantastic, I have to say. Dafydd.
Pnawn da pawb. I've got good morning here, but we've gone a little bit later, so it's pnawn da pawb. My name is Dafydd Richards. I'm the Vice President of Llanelli Chamber and Trade and Commerce and Director of Barty Power Park Ben Hughes. The Chamber gives me the privilege of speaking with businesses across Carmarthenshire every week. The message is consistent. Businesses want to grow, embrace AI and new technology, but they need the right infrastructure to do it. This is why we're developing Park Ben Hughes. Our vision is much bigger than a business park. We want to create a technology campus that combines renewable energy, high-speed fibre, modern office accommodation, and modular AI-ready data infrastructure. But this project isn't about one company. It's about creating an environment where businesses can stay in West Wales, expand in West Wales, and access the same digital infrastructure that has traditionally only been available in larger cities. As a Chamber representative, I believe we have a real opportunity to work together. I'd like local businesses to tell us what they need, what digital challenges are you facing, what AI opportunities do you want to explore, do you need better office space, better connectivity, more resilient IT? If we design Park Ben Hughes around the needs of the local businesses, we create something that genuinely supports the regional economy. We're already working with Llanelli Town and Rural Councils, Carmarthenshire County Council, Welsh Government, and industry specialists to make this happen. This isn't simply about constructing buildings, it's about creating jobs, attracting investment, supporting innovation, and ensuring that businesses in West Wales have access to the world-class digital infrastructure so close to home. I'd love to hear your ideas and, more importantly, your requirements. Diolch yn fawr. And as you can see, my public speaking is not very good because I've had to read it all.
Cheers for Nia.
Prynawn da pawb, good afternoon. My name's Nia Jones-Parfitt. I work as a business coordinator for Ffos Racecourse. I've got to be honest, I've only worked there 7 weeks. So please don't ask me any technical questions because I may not be able to answer you. My previous role was working for a local law firm as a business development manager. So if I tell you a little bit about Ffos, for example, this year we are running then 29 races in total, which race meetings. We also do events as well at Ffos. For example, yesterday we had a race meeting and we hosted a local company, Specsavers. They came in the morning, they had their meeting, they had lunch with us, and then they had the opportunity to watch the racing. They had the opportunity to go out and judge the best dressed horse, a bit of a champagne toast then at the end. So we do various things at Ffos. We're very keen to link up with local businesses. Kevin and myself have been going out speaking to local businesses, seeing whether we can support them and then they support us in return. Scarlett have been one of the businesses we've done that with then. So we're very much for local community and working together in Carmarthenshire. I've been a member of the Chamber of Trade for over a year. I think I went to every meeting, didn't I? Yeah. And I found it really, really worthwhile. And just to give you a slight insight, I walked into this room last year and I think I knew one person. I walked in today and I probably know about half the people in here. So that shows how the Chamber especially, I do always promote the Chamber to people I speak to because I find the meetings, they're really well organised. Well done, David. Well done, Dafydd. Yeah, we go out to local businesses, which is always good. And obviously we meet wonderful local people as well. So I can't recommend it enough to join the Chamber then. There's not many women, is there? But hopefully not enough, no. So, but hopefully there'll be more. But yeah, I think I'm also an ambassador for Noah's Ark Children's Hospital, so I do a lot of networking out and about. But I find the networking event in Carmarthenshire really, really good. So yeah.
Cheers, yeah.
Thank you.
Karen, and you've been preparing for this for over an hour now. Sorry to descend on you.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. My name is Karen Gibbard. I am a menopause coach. Something that's probably quite new to bring to the conference today. I set up because of my own personal journey. If you look around you, 50% of this room are going to go through menopause and the other 50% are going to be indirectly affected by it, whether you like it or not. It's what happens, okay? But what isn't happening, and I wanted to, and I'm passionate about this, I wanted to join the dots up to make sure that there is the holistic support out there for women and actually for the men as well, to bring about understanding, to raise awareness of what it is, when it might happen, what it actually will mean, how long it's going to go on for, but also to bring it out in an open conversation. Let's no longer be ashamed of the fact that this is what we go through. This is what happens. You know, when my dad said, "Oh, your mum's having one of her days," as a 20-year-old, that didn't mean a thing to me. I had no idea what he was talking about, but I also didn't know what was going to hit me. And at 41, when I thought I had early onset dementia, when I was out in Monte Carlo and I went in on myself, it was, okay, this isn't great. How do I get out of this? And what do I do about it? Well, what I've done about it is set up a business to support women. So I do drop-ins. There's a drop-in in Gorslas. There's another drop-in that's going to be next Tuesday in Ammanford. I'm about to set one up in Llanelli, and I'm looking to set one up in Carmarthen. And it's for men or women to come along, and it's just to have conversation. It's shared connection. It's about having a community of people who understand what's going on, who aren't afraid to ask questions, who aren't afraid to put themselves out there and say, this is happening to me as well. Because actually, a third of the women in this room right now will be either perimenopausal, some of them might be celebrating menopause today, and the rest of us are going to be postmenopause. Okay, that's a third of all the women in this room. I also work with GP practices. I'm working with Helva. I'm working with organisations, businesses, fitness centres, other organisations to bring about awareness. So it's about the sessions. And all of this is about connection. So it's about today coming here and being with the person who actually started this for me. So Bryony Whiffin, who is in this room, is the person that I reached out to and said, I've got this idea. What do you think? And she said, go for it. And I'm so glad that I did. So thank you, Bryony. But also the connections I've made here today of the opportunities. And that's what it's about. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone sometimes, because normally I'm the one in the back. I've done the presentation. I've made the script for somebody. I've written that. I don't put myself here. But it's about that confidence to be able to do that, or at least fighting the fear and the nerves of sitting here and doing this today. The connections I've made here today are going to help me to continue to do what I do in supporting women in their journeys, but also raising awareness for men as to what on earth is going on with their loved ones as well. That's me.
Karen, thank you. And thank you to all our panel. And I must say thank you to For the Region and Zoe for putting this on, because there's such a thing as a convening authority. Yeah, a convening authority brings people together and makes it easy for people to connect. And actually, that's probably all they need to do. Get people in the room, get people talking, bit of structure, and it just goes on from there. So thank you for listening for the last 20 minutes. So cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dave. Just while we've got everyone, has anybody got any questions for any of the panelists? No. Okay. Well, they're going to be here for a little bit longer. Oh, over there. Oh, thanks.
For Ben, I know we spoke briefly about sort of employee retreats, things like that. Could you perhaps expand for everyone else sort of what you can offer, where to find you, things of that nature, please?
Well, the breadth of services that we offer are realistically endless. A core part of our offering is natural team building, working with disadvantaged youths, working with some of those harder to reach youth, maybe EBD, SEN children. However, what differentiates us between a lot of other delivery organisations is the fact that we design our programs around the end result. We don't design our programs around paddleboarding or climbing. We base it at the end point and use our delivery methods to get the young people or the group to the end point that the organisation is seeking. And where am I based? We're based at Swiss Valley, on the outskirts of the town here, up at Swiss Valley. If anybody wants a reason to come up and get a coffee, see me. I've got a load of free coffee cards in my pocket. You're more than welcome to have a reason to come and visit us.
Thank you. Thanks
Any
so
more?
much, Dave. Oh, one more. Here you go.
This is a question for the whole panel. So I'm from Cavs. I represent the third sector in Carmarthenshire.
And you mentioned you have third sector organisations as part of the check. How can we get third sector and private sector organisations working closer together?
Well, the reason we sort of open the door to third sector organisations is that that they're businesses in their own right, they're organisations in their own right, and it's pretty much the same sort of skills and the same sort of services they need. So I think it seems simple, but having them in the same room is a start. It's not the division. It's not dividing between private sector and third sector. It's the same job across both for different ends, maybe, but the same job. So I think just getting them in the same room starts. So that's a simple answer to a complicated question, I think.